Hey, there we go. And we're streaming. And my in-game music's really loud. That sound. That stupid crusher that's never gonna give up. So, I've been a little busy recently with working on things and stuff. I expanded my quarry to a humongous size, as it is now fully automated with the gathering of its inventory and everything. And oh wow, looks like we're getting close to done with it too. About 1, 2, 3 more columns left to go. Nice. Yep. I love ender quarries. They are amazing. This huge area, all on one go. And the nice thing is it doesn't keep all those chunks loaded, it only keeps that chunk loaded and that chunk loaded. 2 chunks for the price of lots of fences. And now I'll show off some of the stuff I've been working on. So when I streamed the other day, I think it was what, Thursday-ish? I did some things and stuff, and you know, it's been so long now, I don't even remember. That was actually the name of the video, things and stuff. And something happened on the server. I don't know what it was, but basically they had to do a 2-day rollback, or basically recover from an old save. And you know, that kind of sucked. I had just done stuff, and oh yeah, I'd made test racks and expanded some storage cells on my ME. And, yeah, it is what it is, you know. Just take it with a grain of salt. Kind of expect there to be issues with all these mod packs. But, still enjoying things. Rebuilt most of what I'd, you know, lost, and then quite a bit, yeah. Let's start with the basics here. First, I built an assembly chamber so I can automate a lot of my ME crafting stuff, and boy, it's I definitely missed having this thing. It is so useful. Just start with throwing whatever patterns you're going to use on a regular basis, toss them in here, and then just ask your system for them, and bam, there you go. Like say I wanted another 16K storage. You know what? I don't need one. But you know, let's just tell it. Make me one. Then I can watch it right here and watch as it crafts all the things. Crafts all the things. And then once it gets done, I just pick it up. Major holdback for it right now is the time it takes processing stuff. Like burning items and crushing items. And I've done a little updating with the way my place looks. I found that I had an overstock of gravel. I probably still do. Let's see, yep, 11K. But I was like, what can I use gravel for? So okay, yeah, I can condense it. I can make, ooh, gravel bricks. That's kind of neat. I was like, what gravel bricks used for? Ooh, gravel road. And I've just gone crazy with gravel road because it is awesome. It's a connected texture, so it links up to each other, and you can go like around with it and up with it. It's nice. Look, oh yeah, that's beautiful. And once I'd picked that out, I was like, you know what? We need to pick out some glasses. I'd had different windows for all my windows, just to get a feel for each different style, and I ended up choosing this one. I think it looks good with the gravel road that I got there. And yeah, it's a good start. Got some cobblestone that I chiseled away to make the little outline that goes around the gravel road with the creeper head in the middle. Looks really cute. And then the bees that I was working on, I'm expanding on that a good bit too. I built this little closed-in area over here with a separate ME system from the one over there. Though I would just read that you can hook them up with the storage buses to make like a one-way public-private kind of system. So I could leave this one separate from that one, but still be able to read all the stuff on this one from over there. Does that make sense? Yeah. So like a public HUD and then little private stations branched out from that. So, love Emmy. Emmy is just amazing. And I've got, well, eventually, you know, let's go ahead and make some. I'll have 20 apiaries set up over there. And, oh, just short of enough seed oil. We'll come back to that in a second. So all my apiaries, I've got applied energistics fuzzy buses, and you basically just give it what kind of bee you want, leave it at 99 split, and regardless of whether it's the exact same kind or not, as long as the name matches, basically, it'll pump them in here. So I've got this doing some breeding with Rocky Princesses and Meadow Drones. Rocky and Common, next, you know, step up. This is back to Common and a cultivated. And Rocky and Common there. And then I got some that are just working on drones, making more drones. So I got Common and Common, which is just making common drones. I've got Cultivated, Noble, Diligent. Looks like I don't actually have a Diligent drone yet. Nope. I had one for a second and then I used it because I'm a dumbass. Got some Majestics going here. No Unwary Princesses yet. Let's see if we've got any in yet. Nope. So for my bee setup, you've got the export buses, fuzzy export buses, pushing the bees in. To get the bees out, I was using import buses, but figured out I could do like double layers here and use item ducts to pull out of each of them. So that's kind of nice. Not having to use import buses and just using the item ducts. And the item ducts all just go to an ME interface down here, which basically just imports everything to the system. The system of which is powered by my main place using the Tesseract, which hooks up to my Big Reactor. I'll show you guys in a minute. So it hooks up to the controller. The controller is, yeah, fully powered. I made a bunch of 1K storages to hold all the bees in the system, and then I remembered that there's better things than ME storage for holding bees. So I've got basically one drive that's being used right now. It's got 7 in it, 7 different things in it. And if I do a sort by priority, you'll see it's just like the results that I get from the bees. And then everything else gets used a storage bus to send them to an indexer. And the indexers is basically storage for bees. So I can hold up to 2,000 bees in those 2 indexers back there. Really useful. Like, oh my god, I love applied energistics and just the way the storage buses interact with that. So I can still, you know, pull all my bees out from here, search for them if I want to. Oh, there's all my ignobles. I wonder if I do a pristine? Yeah, there's all my pristine. Nice. Though I just wanted to see noble bees, but whatever. Oh, cool, I got some more noble princesses now. Cool. So that's what I'm doing in Bee World. Fairly nice setup. Getting things started. And hopefully I'll be expanding to alvearies eventually as opposed to apiaries. Soonish. I'm taking those bees too and using them over here to breed me some trees. Because I know I'm going to need a lot of seed oil and stuff. So I need to get like chestnut trees and use them for beet oil. Seed oil. As opposed to just seeds. Because the output from seeds is horrible. Excuse me. But I do have also made a mine factory farm to grow some trees and seeds as well, because, you know what, why not, you know, just so I have some seed oil and some wood, so I can automate a lot of the processing and creation of the alvearies when I do get there. Again, use of the gravel road here, very nice. Just love the way it connects. So, earlier today I was thinking about Nebs and his place. Let's go over there real quick. Cause I've had to take some stuff. I'm not gonna lie, you know. I've had to take a couple items that he had available, such as like ender pearls. Still has a good amount of them. And I figured I'd give back to the old Nebs and his base. And I turned off his steam boiler. No more pumping coal. No need to do that. Or it's archaic. Look, took his precision export bus and just turned it away. Just don't need to pump anymore. Just stop it. Just no more. No more coal. And I hooked up. So this is basically his back storage that he has. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he basically has 200 million RF red flux storage right here for when he, you know, generates power and it gets stored up there. And so at the top of it, I generously added a tesseract. And this tesseract is set up so that it only receives power. But where does it receive power from? My base. I expanded the reactor that I had built in my basement a little bit. Now it's crazy because when I initially hooked it up, before I expanded it, I hooked it up to Neb's base, and like everything got pulled from it instantly. Like the big reactor was like at 0 and like no time flat. I'm like, what the heck? How much? And then I realized, oh, his backstock of energy was at only like, I don't know, 100 million. So it was trying to fill all that up before it would reach, you know, his steady state, which is how much he uses on a regular basis. And yeah, so when that, you know, drained my big reactor, I was like, all right, yep, it's time to expand that big reactor in my basement then. And let's plug this hole while we're out here. So I took the big reactor and made it a wee bit larger. Here's my display for it. It's computer craft automated. Let's see, F3, no, where's my, there we are, F1, okay. So it shows what time it is, if it's on, if it's active, how many control rods I got, and the control rod level, which you can see is at 95% right now. The higher it's at, the more it's controlled, aka the less Like, if it was at 0%, it'd be like completely unleashed, no control, just burning up fuel as quick as possible. So because it's at 95%, it's currently producing 1,325 red flux per tick. You know, not too bad. Efficiency is about, it looks like it's hovering between 70 and 90s. It's a good place to be at. The ideal is like around 114, 115, I think is about as much as you can get. And it's the temperature, about 160. Fuel amount, only 50. Wait a second. I don't think that fuel amount's right. I think it only holds 40,000. Oh. Yeah, it only held 40,000 millibuckets beforehand, and now that I've expanded it, it's up to 160,000 millibuckets. How nice is that? That's a lot of millibuckets. And, apparently my computer's frozen. How nice that is! Minecraft's been crashing on me today, so hopefully it doesn't do that to me. While we're looking at the numbers here, though, so that 95%, that's 5% of its usage. If you can imagine, 100% of its usage basically goes up to about 15,000 RF per tick. And it got pretty close to that. Was it like 11,000 RF per tick when I was still charging Nebrus's backstock of energy storage over there? Yep. What's going on, Minecraft? Too many bees? I think I had too many bees, guys. Too many bees. And my computer just went shiitake. How long till it crashes anyway? Oh, hey, there we go. Windows decided it is not responding. Alright, gonna pause the stream for a minute, guys. I will be right back. Welcome back to the Crackpack server. Well, hopefully we get back on. Holy crap, there we go. So, what can I do to test the waters here? Let's make something that's gonna drain that sucker really quick. Energy? Yeah, that's pretty good. What does it take? Holy crap, it takes a lot of stuff. Yeah, I don't have obsidian. How much is the store? 1.2 million? Yeah, we can manage that. Alright, let's do this one then. Which requires an advanced. Which requires a basic. I think I've got a basic. Let me go check real quick. Yeah, there we go. You're basic. Alright, so for the advanced, we take that. A couple of them. These guys. Make 2 of those. Are we gonna need 2 more? Yep. Make 2 more of those. Alright, and... oh, come on, really? Please tell me I can use this thing. Yes! I don't care if it has no power. And... whoop. So I've got that, I've got those. Just need... no, not those. Come on, give me the good ones. There we are. 4 of those things. Okay. And let's do that up. These guys on the side, this guy in the middle. Alright, so we've got 800,000 stored on something that can hold a lot. That's a big number, isn't it, guys? Is that 12 million or... maybe that is 12 million. And that's 500... Okay, commas there, comma there. Okay, 51 million. And this is going to be a comma there, comma there. 12 million. About 13 million. So let's see how fast we can fill up 13 million, shall we? First take a look here, see how much we got here. Looks like we're holding 10 million. This is one thing I really love about Mechanism too. Alright, we'll just snap this off here real quick. You two, you're probably full. And so it's got 10 million in it. This thing holds 12.8 million. You ready for this? Bam! And now it has 10 million on it. How quick is that for power transfer, guys? And it's cranked up to full and running at 14.7 RF per tick. Oh, did we already hit full on this sucker? Yes, we did. I actually got that hooked up right too, didn't I? As far as the output goes. Yep. Cool. Yeah, some backup power. Half tempted to throw that on the other side too. Or maybe I'll just do one of those on every side. You know, in case something happens and we'll have backup for each corner. Yeah. Nice. And as you can see, look, we're already back up to our, is it 10 million? Yep, 10 million. Just like that. It's like nothing. And should be cooling back down to about 96%, I believe. 95% is where we were at beforehand. Oh my god, I love some things. Yep, definitely love the Mechanism energy cubes, that's for sure. And my Big Reactor. So let me give you a rundown of what I've done to the Big Reactor. I've kind of moved some things around on it. I've got my power coming out of this side, and the other side. Computer port going up there. It was initially 3 height. I've expanded it to 4, 5, 6, 7 height. So it's 7 by 7 by 7 cube. And we've got our in port here for the Yellorium. Out port here for the cyanite. We are using Cryotheum as the ooh, that's another thing I need to show you. I've automated Cryotheum as the cooling agent. It only needs to go around the heating rods, I believe, so I've not got any in the corners. I think that's okay, I'm not sure. And I got some in the middle too. And that's that. That's my Big Reactor. I'm pretty happy about my Big Reactor, guys. It's pretty powerful. Pretty simple. I like it. And back up. So we'll see how are we on our Yellorite too. Oh, we've got 2,000. That's nice. And our cyan, well, we're almost up to a stack. That's a slow process, and you know what? I don't need it, so until I get the feeling to make the turbines, like windmill turbines, whatever that they use. Yeah. Not worried about it. So this little setup of machines over here in this corner, right over here, is my Gelid Cryotheum automation. Cryotheum is kind of a complicated thing to make. Let's pull up the recipe for it really quick. To make the dust, it requires snowballs, niter or saltpeter, redstone, and bliss powder. Well, what's a blizz powder? A blizz powder is redstone transposed onto a snowball. You can also make blaze powder that way too by transposing redstone onto something else that's not a snowball, but it's kind of like the exact opposite. Anyway, so that's how you make the dust. And then you just magma crucible the dust to get the gelid Cryotheum. Oh, nighttime. Let's sleep real quick. Oh, what? What do you mean there are monsters? There are no monsters. No! No, get back here, Doc. Okay. Time to move the bed. And let's hope we aren't afraid of heights. Come on now. Set it up. There we go. I don't like the sound of baby zombies in my basement. Ah, much better. So, gelid Cryotheum. What is it good for, and why do I care about it? First, let me show you how it's automated. My glacial precipitator here makes my snowballs. It's pretty smart in how... Oh, why did I just place that there? No! Now I have to get a bucket. And replace that water bit. So, like I was saying, step one in making the Cryotheum is snowballs. This is set up so if I have more than 32 snowballs, it turns off. So that keeps me about 30 or so snowballs in my ME system at all times, which is nice. What is that noise? And it exports into an ME interface, which just automatically throws things into the to the go-getter. So we take those snowballs, and we need to make that blizz powder. So I've got an export bus with redstone here, filling up a magma crucible, constantly pumping destabilized redstone, and that has multiple uses. Currently I'm only using it to make blizz powder, but if I want to expand this, I could use it to make these redstone energy conduits or these redstone energy cells as well and fill them up here. So that basically takes the destabilized redstone, pumps it into the snowball, and then spits it out the bottom. My system takes that blaze powder that we get, or blizz powder, yeah, from making that, combines it with redstone, saltpeter, and another snowball to make the Cryotheum dust. Cryotheum dust gets pumped into here. As you can see, we've got a full stack of it. And another nice thing about the ME stuff is this precision export bus. You can set it to always craft items. So I don't actually have an overstock of Cryotheum in my system. I only have this. So there's no more than 64. If this is ever at 62, it automatically makes another 2 and pumps it in there. But it doesn't have any more than that in my system, which is nice. So that Cryotheum dust... Ooh, crap. My computer's not happy today, apparently. And look back at it slowly. Okay. Cryotheum dust, magma crucibled into gelid Cryotheum, which comes over here. What happens here? What is this cinnabar? Cinnabar is what you get from cinnabar ore when you transpose gelid Cryotheum into the cinnabar ore. You get cinnabar. Cinnabar is quite useful. It's used for induction smelters, and here's the most important one right here: ferrous ore, cinnabar. Gives you shiny ingots. That's really like one of the very few ways to get shiny ingots. There's also you can get the dust from whatever these platinum grains are. It's extra bees, I'm guessing bee stuff. Or pulverizing ferrous ore and getting like 10% chance to get it. Well, this my dear friend is a 100% chance. So every ferrous ore I get a shiny metal ingot and 3 ferrous ingots. Quite nice. And that's just part of my ore processing factors. Like, oh, look, I just got one. Oh, ding ding, and they're gone. Oh, we got a couple. Ooh, we hit a ferrous ore mine over there. So that just basically automates the processing of ferrous ore. It gets me my shiny ingots. I got a couple other processing things. You're all aware of my ore processing over here. Also added a couple over here too for not as common ones. And is this, I believe, just pumping down? Yep. So it processes yellowite and oh, I thought I had dark iron in there. I guess not. Oh, sorry, you can't pulverize dark iron. Dark iron goes directly over here and gets induction smelted to get double the output from it. Yeah, so that's about all I got going on over here, guys, and that's what I've been working on lately. This past weekend. A lot of doing some nice stuff around my house, my base warehouse area. That's one angry zombie. Nope, I'm not gonna do it. Expanded into bees and trees. Also did some little touch-ups over here at the Thom base, and just working on that as like a side project. As you can see, I've got the I changed out a couple of the blocks. You know, didn't do anything like with usage-wise. I'm not going to mess with that because it's been so long since I've used Thaumcraft. I don't even remember how it works, and it's changed so much. But I changed out the white blocks that he had for marble with some fantasy blocks. Replaced the glowstone blocks with some nicer glowstone window-like blocks. I think it looks pretty good. It kind of fits to the theme of what it's there for. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'm gonna keep streaming, but that's probably gonna be a wrap up for my recording of what I'm gonna post to YouTube.
You should kill somebody first.
Yeah, there's no one else. Oh, Doc's on. I know exactly where he's at too.